Pisces, welcome to your reading. So I'm going to start here with your current energy. Let's see, what is it that you need to focus on? And your strength. That's a lot of cards, but I'll take them. So let's see, hopes or fears. There's something you're keeping to yourself right now. And then we have the card of secrets come out. So yeah, you're definitely keeping something to yourself. Temperance is showing up at the bottom of the deck. This is about timing. This is about, okay, what is going to happen next? It's almost like a fear coming through from you where you're not sure how everything is going to play out, and there is some sort of anxiety connected to that. It's almost like if you just had a glimpse, if somebody just provided you some sort of glimmer on the direction that your life was headed, then you would feel better about the situation. But would you? I'm not sure that you would, because what the universe is really trying to bring you here is alchemy, balance. That's what the universe is trying to do. That's what the universe is trying to show you. You're actually being tested right now. There is this kind of leap of faith, this trust that things are going to play out the way that they're supposed to. Energy, the universe is testing you. You're not the first sign that I've gotten that with today, but I mean, it's coming up pretty clearly for you. Page of Cups is your current energy, but then Eight of Swords is what's influencing it. And so you're really kind of keeping things to yourself. That's how this is coming across here. So when it comes to love and romance, you want to have some sort of conversation. You want to be open and express yourself and really express how you're feeling to another person or about a situation here, but instead you're keeping it all to yourself. The universe wants you to focus here. This feels like a future energy with that Four of Wands. It is about, okay, well, what is your long game? What is it that you're trying to achieve here? Are you trying to pursue marriage or some sort of long-term commitment with another person? Are you looking for a reason to have some sort of celebration here? Like a marriage, like that wedding ceremony. In your past position, King of Wands showing up here. So male or female, it's just the energy of the card, but could be Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius type of energy. But if this is, because this does feel like it's another person, there's something about this person that feels very off-putting for you. The way that this is, the way that I'm saying it, when I look at the cards, he has, so this King of Wands has his back to the Page of Cups. Page of Cups is how you're trying to communicate right now. This person doesn't want to hear it, or at least didn't want to hear it in the past. And so there's something about that, the way this person responds to you. Your strength here, King of Cups, is focusing on yourself because this is your energy, quite literally, as Pisces. And so this is about focusing on yourself, what matters the most to you, being authentic and true to yourself, and feel whatever you need to feel, because that's, I mean, that's just who you are. Knight of Wands is showing up in your near future, and so there is going to be some sort of action here. I don't think it's going to be that thought through because it's a knight, but it is action. It's almost like, kind of like those tentative first steps towards something, towards expressing yourself. And when I look at the external influences here, so I do have the Knight of Pentacles. So this is something that's probably been going on for a period of time. This is a very slow moving energy. It is movement, but it is slow movement with that pentacle. And the three cards that came out for you were, so we have the Knight of Pentacles, we have the Knight of Cups, Knight of Cups, Eight of Cups, Nine of Cups. This is a very interesting combination of cards. What you're trying to do is get your wishes being fulfilled. That's what you're trying to do here. Right now, you're kind of almost at a crossroads of, do you walk away or not? That's where you are. You're at some sort of crossroads here. And it's like, do I walk away from what I know to move towards something that's unknown? This is where that leap of faith is required from the universe. This is the test. Or do I keep trying with this person even though I am a little bit guarded and don't feel like I can express myself fully? Wow. Sitting in your hopes or fears position is the Hierophant. So Hierophant, Four of Wands, I mean, this is something that you want for yourself. You want a long-term commitment with a person, whether it's this person specifically or maybe just in general, you want a specific type of relationship that is sitting in your hopes position. And then we have the card of secrets. So the High Priestess is showing up in your potential outcome. And so this doesn't feel like you're ready to open up or that you're even going to be opening up right now. There is hesitation coming from you. Let's get some additional details here. Page of Cups. Yeah. Huh. And the Eight of Swords. I'm getting the King of Wands again. And so you are keeping something to yourself. There's something about this person and the way that this person responds to how you express yourself emotionally, or what you say exactly when you express yourself emotionally, that really this person doesn't receive it the way that you want them to receive it. There's something about this person. Quite frankly, it feels like an incompatibility, because that's a pretty basic thing that you should be able to communicate your feelings to another person, but I'm not here to judge. So with the Four of Wands, I'm getting Temperance energy. So Sagittarius, I mean, King of Wands could also be Sagittarius energy. Temperance is out here twice. This tells me there's a lot of timing connected to all of this. Yeah, oh my God. Four of Wands, Temperance, and the Hierophant are all showing up in what you need to focus on. And so what you want here is compatibility. So if this person, and it could be a rough spot, it doesn't have to be the way that this person is always, but if this is not a rough spot and this is the way the person is, what you want to focus on is building a future with somebody who is going to balance you out, who is going to, you're going to fill each other's cups. That's what happens here in this version of it. And in this version of Temperance, you can see the yin yang. So let's get the King of Wands in the past position. Death, transformation. You might just be realizing the way that this person is with you, and then how does that relate to the type of relationship you want long term? Is this person, could you actually be with this person long term, assuming no changes to this person, because you are not being given any indication that this person is going to be different today than 5 years from now, 10 years from now. Keep that in mind. The change that I'm picking up with that Death card is happening within you. King of Cups, Ten of Cups. Focus on yourself. Focus on the priorities here. That Ten of Cups is very similar to the Hierophant and the Four of Wands energy, where it is about a long-term, emotionally fulfilled relationship. So marriage type of relationship, if that's what you're looking for. And so your strength is in honoring your own emotions and honoring your own dreams and goals here. With the Knight of Wands, I have the Knight of Wands. So it could be that you're both taking some sort of tentative step towards each other to see, is there some sort of compatibility? This could also be very like superficial sex type of encounter as well. It does feel like you're emotionally keeping a distance from this person right now. With the Knight of Pentacles, I am getting the Tower. This Tower is, I'm getting some sort of reckoning. It's a lot of clarity that's coming through to you. There's a lot of things that maybe there's a lot of fog and you aren't seeing things clearly and you didn't even realize it, but now all of a sudden that fog is lifted or it's gone away, and somehow you're now seeing this person fully. You're understanding that this person may not be on your path forward because you are sitting at this crossroads. So tell me about, okay. And there was a third one, of course, that wanted to come out. Okay, I'm not surprised by this at all. So we have the Page of Cups. So this is, again, wanting to have some sort of conversation around your emotions. We have the Devil. So some sort of unhealthy attachment here, whether it's you or whether it's the other person, or even it's the connection. The connection itself could be unhealthy. You can have two people that come together and individually they're both healthy, but when they're together, they're very unhealthy together. It's just the way that they respond to each other. It's just not good for the two of them. They're just not compatible in that way. That doesn't make them bad people. It just means that it's not a good relationship. It's not a good connection. But you also have the Knight of Cups showing up here. And so it does feel like, it almost feels like you do want to give this person another chance. It feels like that's what you're leaning towards, because the Knight of Cups is out here twice. It's literally at the start and the stop of this entire line of cards. But in the middle of it, it's like, do I walk away or do I go towards this person to see if this person is going to be my wishes fulfilled? Is this person going to be able to give me this long-term, emotionally connected relationship that I want? Or is it going to be more of the same? Let's get the Hierophant here. Okay. So with the Hierophant, I got Strength and I got the Hanged Man. There's something about this entire situation you want to see clearly. And no matter how much it might hurt you or bother you, you really do want to see the truth in a situation. You want to understand whether or not this person is going to be your person, whether or not this relationship can go the distance. Let me get the Hierophant, and then let's see about additional guidance here for you, Pisces. With the High Priestess, we've got the Eight of Wands. You want to communicate what you're thinking. Whatever it is that you've been keeping to yourself, you're going to hit a point where you start to communicate this. It's not something that you're going to be able to keep inside of you much longer. While you're right now in the process of going back and forth on how to handle the situation, what to say to this person, whether or not this person's even worth, whether the relationship is worth trying to save, or this person's worth having the conversation with, you're still going back and forth on that. So let me get some additional guidance on what you need in order to make a clear decision one way or the other. Okay. There is a timing component to this, and it is going to be the eclipse. So the good news is that's going to be here before you know it. These days seem to fly by. We're already 1 week out from the last eclipse, and we're only 1 week away from the next eclipse. So we just had the full moon in Libra, so the lunar eclipse in the sign of Libra, which did highlight relationships. It highlighted harmony, or maybe where there was an imbalance in relationships. And then we're moving into the solar eclipse in sign of Aries. And Aries is very self-oriented. It's like that we versus me kind of energy. And so now we're going to be entering into the me part. And it's about, okay, well, what matters to you? Where is it from your perspective? What is it that you want? Where do you want to go? Don't compromise, because that's what you're really stepping into, is that I'm not going to compromise who I am type of mentality. That's what that solar eclipse is going to bring to the surface. And when I asked for the guidance, what I got here was the Six of Swords. So this is movement, Two of Wands. It is going to come down to, we've got the Star. Do you think the relationship can be healed? Really think about it here. Really think about it. You're in your head. You're holding back your emotions right now. Be honest with yourself. Do you think this relationship can be healed? Do you think that this person can ever be the person that you want long term? Again, think about it. That Six of Swords is it's a mental processing. It is, if you're going to move, do it intellectually. Be honest with yourself. Two of Wands, when you recognize whether that's a yes or a no, because it's not going to be the same for everybody, that's where you take action. Because the Two of Wands is about seeing the potential in a situation and then taking action. So it's about making a decision and then acting on it. So Pisces, this is your reading. I hope it resonates. If it did, please like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Take care.